Alright, this is my zero death game. Let's see what I do to not die in Lucio here.
Damn.
Yep. And that guy gets smashed immediately. So I know there's a sniper. So I know I have to play back as Lucio. Because Lucio primarily does his job through healing and speed busting at opportune times. You're not really going to do a lot if you're trying to go out of your way to do damage. You're most likely just going to die and then you're going to be useless. So not dying is actually the best way to actually make sure you're reliably supporting your team. And they have two snipers, I noticed. They have a Widow and a Hanzo. So I got to be extra cautious. And I kind of walk up on this Mercy. There we go. I should have aimed a little bit better there. But I pushed her up. I actually got a little bit of a kill. Oh, I got a little bit of a kill on that other Hanzo. But I made her displace her movement. But yeah, that's not your job. Your job isn't to assassinate people. Your job is to support your team. You want to be healing as many people as possible, as much as possible. Yeah, so, you know, I'm healing 3 people right now. That's probably what I want to play. Now I'm trying to reposition. Now, I have to position very carefully because I know there's both a Widow and a Hanzo. I know at any time I could just get one shot. Widow's dead now, which does allow me to push up. But there's still a Hanzo. So at any time I can just be one shot and then I'm off the field for 15-20 seconds. Now I want to go support my Genji, so I kind of run up here and try to get to him. But he kind of breaks line of sight on me.
I've been playing Zenyatta too much.
Yeah, I try to get used to my buttons because this is my first Lucio game after the game came out. I've been playing mostly Zenyatta, and this is a warm-up game. But despite that, despite me, you know, not warming up, you know, and getting used to the new buttons, getting used to my button setup, I am able to go without dying because I know how to position properly and I know how to play properly. All right, so now see, I noticed there's a sniper, so now I use this cover. You know, I want to be close to cover so I can drop out on that side when I need to. And keep an eye on her up there, right? And it's not bad being on the ground because there's no character on the enemy team that's really designed to punish me while I'm on the ground. So there's not like a McCree, you know, or a Roadhog on the enemy team. So I want to be, you know, elevation is the most reliable way to protect yourself. But sometimes it's not bad to be on the ground. And I want to focus more on supporting my team. And elevation is just a means to an end. It means to be safe. And I'm clearly safe enough because I didn't die this game. Because if there was a McCree though, I would not want to be on the ground. McCree can one-shot me.
Okay, no more Widow, but there's the Hanzo.
Yeah. And so I'm constantly paying attention to what the threats are. So there's the Genji. Punch. Yeah. There's again. I smashed his face. Oh, I tried to save her there. So I choose to get elevated here. But there's a Widow. Widow also limits my mobility. No, not a Widow, but there's a sniper in the form of a Hanzo. Snipers really limit my mobility. Because I don't want to be in their line of sight. There's still places I can be elevated while out of their line of sight. But being on the ground is actually, you know, probably the easiest way to stay out of their line of sight. As long as you're positioned behind cover. Alright, so I'm going to stay down here. Try to get where my team is. My team kind of went on like a little flanking mission over there. But my team is very spread out. That's the problem you're going to have in public matches and non-competitive matches. Your team's not going to be very coordinated. So you kind of have to try to find the person who's best to heal at any given time. You know, where you can be healing the most at any given time. So now I'm trying to mess around with my movement here. Again, you know, I got to practice. This is my first game since the game actually launched.
I don't have to climb that yet.
But I'll practice. I don't need to be up there right now. I don't need to be up there. I can support my team just fine from down here. As long as I'm not dying. And there's no one around to kill me, so no one that's a huge threat to me besides the sniper, besides the Hanzo, so. And I have my ult here. Now I see McCree ult, so I'm gonna ult to make sure he can get a good ult off. And I actually save his life there from that Reinhardt charge. Alright, and then we were able to bottleneck this kind of triple team this Reinhardt and smash his face. There we go. That was I did a lot of work at that ult. I saved my McCree's life. He was able to actually stay in the fight. My team was able to stay in the fight. Not just that McCree. More than just that McCree got that ult. That was a really good ult. That gave me our team a lot of progress. So we were able to push back the enemy team. I hear, but look at me. I hear the Genji ulting, but I'm able to stay elevated. So he's not even a threat. Now come down here and actually come down here to try to save my teammate. I wasn't fast enough. At least I did try. That was that might have seemed very dangerous, but I know that Genji can't one-shot me with his ult. I know he doesn't have enough damage, so I went out there to try to knock him away from my teammate. So that's also a big part of your job. You want to try to protect your team. Not just heal them, but also protect them. Use your kit. You have a really good kit that's designed to protect, that you can use to protect your team, and it's a good use of your time and your abilities. And D.Va's not gonna kill me. I'm not gonna die to that even. Oh, I know how to position. There you go. And now I still know there's a Hanzo, so notice I'm still standing on line of sight. While Titan remain within line of sight of my team, and I can even throw out a little bit of damage. I can even throw about a little damage to help take down that shield. But primarily my focus is staying out of line of sight, staying within line of my sight of my team so I can support them. There we go. I don't want to run out to. I could have ran forward to knock that Reinhardt away, but then again, there's a sniper. There's a Hanzo. I don't want to get sniped trying to do that. My life is worth more than my team's life. He only killed one person there. I was still able to get really good healing on the teammates that did live. They got ulted because they were in a really bad position, and he took advantage of that by ulting them. Notice I didn't get ulted. Everyone else was in a position to get ult. I think even that Mercy got hit by that ult, but I didn't get ulted because I was properly positioned. There we go. And I'm still looking out for the snipers because I know that now they have a Widow. So I need to look out. I need to pay attention to where the snipers are. So I'm using this corner. I'm trying to present myself as a target as little as possible here.
Stand on the ground here, specifically so I can stay out of Widow's line of sight.
And
they traded out Honda for a Widow.
Yeah, I'm intentionally stand on the ground. I don't want to be in that Widow's line of sight. A lot of the elevated positions I could possibly be in would be in line of sight. And then I saved my team here with my ult because that's what I saved my ult for counterplay or for a push. And that was a really good use of my ult. Yeah, so I stay on the ground because a lot of elevated positions here would be in line of sight of the Widow. So I choose to be on the ground. And they don't have a McCree. Someone who would really punish me for being on the ground. They don't have a May, or a Reaper who would really make me want to not be on the ground. So it's pretty safe to be on the ground here as long as I'm using my cover properly, as long as I'm standing out of line of sight, as long as I'm looking around and being aware of my surroundings. Now they have two Widows. I'm constantly checking the enemy team. I want to be aware. I want to know I want to know exactly what their team composition is, so I can best adjust my play to whatever heroes they have. I see two Widows, so I have to put extra focus and staying down the line of sight of them, because I don't want a chance if they give me a hit. But they headshot me, and then I'm out of the fight for 15 to 20 seconds. Now there goes Reinhardt charging again. And now I actually did get hit by that Reinhardt, but I'm far enough away where he's not gonna kill me. Far enough away, he's not gonna kill me. And I hear the Genji coming behind us. Notice I actually was able to turn around and before he even attacked me because I heard him. I use my ears. I have really good headphones. Yep, and I'm still, even though my team's pushing, I'm still very cautious as I move. And while I'm climbing here, while I'm trying to be more evasive, I am able to heal my team. I even amp up a heal buff for my team so they can get that. And I even have my ult here soon in a minute. There we go. I have my ult. Help us push. Help us secure the push on this point, and we should be winning. Here we go. GG. That's how you play.
Close to dying.
They didn't even come close to dying. That's how you play as Lucio. Support your team, throw out dabs where you can, and heal. Healing is your goal, so you can get those ults. So you can get those ults that allow your team to push or to counter an enemy ult, or just continue to make progress for your team, especially in payload. You want to make as much progress as possible. You want to keep your team in the fight as much as possible. So heal and use your ult. That's your job as Lucio. Your job isn't to do damage, let someone else do that. Support your team. Make it so they do their job better. That's why you're a support. You do your job by helping your team do what they do best. There we go. And 0 deaths. There we go. Look at my average. That's my first game. My career average was 0.
I've been playing Zenyatta since the game came out, and that has really taught me about positioning. That has taught me a ton about positioning. So that translates to Lucio.
Yeah.